Nehemiah. First, the words of Nehemiah, son of Hakaliah. During the month of Chislev, in the 20th year, when I was in the fortress city of Susa, Hanani, one of my brothers, arrived with men from Judah. I questioned them about Jerusalem and the Jewish remnant that had survived the exile. They said to me, "The remnant in the province who survived the exile are in great trouble and disgrace. Jerusalem's walls has been broken down, and its gate have been burned." When I heard these words, I sat down and wept. I mourned for a number of days, fasting and praying before the God of the heavens. I said, "Lord, the God of heaven, and the great and awe-inspiring God who keeps his gracious covenant with those who love him and keep his commands, let your eyes be open and your ears be attentive to hear your servant's prayer, that I now pray to you day and night for your servants the Israelites. I confess the sins we have committed against you. Both I and my father's family have sinned. We have acted corruptly towards you and have not kept the commands, statutes, and ordinances you gave your servant Moses. Please remember that you commanded your servant Moses, if you are unfaithful, I will scatter you among the people, but if you return to me and carefully observe my commands, even though your exile were banished to the furthest horizon, I will gather them from there and bring them to the place where I choose to have my name dwell. They are your servants and your people. You redeemed them by your great power and strong hands. Please, Lord, let your ears be attentive to the prayer of your servant and to that of your servant who delight to revere your name. Give your servant success today, and grant him accomplishments in the presence of this man. At the time I was the king's cupbearer.
Nehemiah 2. During the month of Nisan, in the 20th year of King Artaxerxes, when wine was set before him, I took the wine and gave it to the king. I had never been sad in his presence. So the king said to me, "Why do you look so sad when you aren't sick?" "This is nothing but sadness of heart." I was overwhelmed with fear and replied to the king, "May the king live forever. Why should I not be sad when the city wherever my ancestors are buried lies in ruins and its gates have been destroyed by fire?" Then the king asked me, "What is your request?" So I prayed to the God of the heavens and answered the king, "If it pleases the king, and if your servant has found favor with you, Send me to Judah and to the city where my ancestors are buried, so that I may rebuild it." The king, with the queen seated beside him, asked me, How long will your journey take, and when will you return?" So I gave him a definite time, and it pleased the king to send me. I also said to the king, If it pleases the king, let me have letters written to the governors of the region west of the Euphrates River, so that they will grant me safe passages until I reach Judah. And let me have a letter written to Asaph, keeper of the king's forest, so that he will give timber to rebuild the gates of the temple's fortress, the city wall, and the home where I will live. The king granted my request, for the gracious hand of my God was on me. I went to the governor of the region west of Euphrates, and gave them the king's letter. The king had also sent officers of the infantry and cavalry with me. When Sanballat the Horonite and Tobiah the Ammonite official heard that someone had come to pursue the prosperity of the Israelites, they were greatly displeased. After I arrived in Jerusalem and had been there 3 days, I got up at night and took a few men with me. I didn't tell anyone that what my God had laid on my heart to do for Jerusalem. The only animal I took was the one I was riding. I went out at night through the valley gate towards the serpent's well and the dung gate, and inspected the walls of Jerusalem that had been broken down, and its gates had been destroyed by fire. I went on the fountain gate and the king's pool, but further down it became too narrow for my animal to go through. So I went up at night by way of the valley and inspected the wall. Then, heading back, I entered through the valley gate and returned. The officials did not know where I had gone or what I was doing, for I had not yet told the Jews, priests, noble officials, or the rest of those who would be doing the work. So I said to them, You see the trouble we are in. Jerusalem lies in ruins, and its gates have been burned. Come, let's rebuild Jerusalem's wall, so that we will no longer be a disgrace. I told them how the gracious hand of my God had been on me, and what the king had said to me. They said, Let's start rebuilding, and their hands were strengthened to do this good work. When Sanballat the Horonite, Tobiah the Ammonite official, and the Geshem the Arab heard about this, they mocked and despised us and said, What is this you're doing? You are rebelling against the king? I gave them this reply, The God of the heavens is the one who will grant us success. We his servants will start building, but you have no share, right, or historic claim in Jerusalem.
Nehemiah chapter 3. The high priest Eliashib and his fellow priests began rebuilding the sheep gate. They dedicated it and installed its doors. After building the wall to the Tower of the 100 and the Tower of Hananel, they dedicated it. The men of Jericho built next to Eliashib, and next to them Zakur son of Imri built. The sons of Hazanah built the fish gate. They built it with beams and installed its doors, bolts, and bars. Next to them, Meremoth, son of Uriah, son of Hekaz, made repairs. Beside them, Meshullam, son of Berechiah, son of Meshezabel, made repairs. Next to them, Zadok, son of Bana, made repairs. Beside them, the Tekoites made repairs. But their nobles did not lift a finger to help their supervisors. Joiada, son of Paziah, and Meshullam, son of Besodeiah, repaired the old gate. They built it with beams and installed its doors, bolts, and bars. Next to them, the repairs were done by Melatiah, the Gibeonite, Jadon, the Meronothite, and the men of Gibeon and Mizpah, who were under the authority of the governor of the region west of the Euphrates River. After him, Uzziel, son of Harahiah, the goldsmith, made repairs, and next to him, Hananiah, son of perfumer, made repairs. They restored Jerusalem as far as the broad wall. Next to them, Rephaiah, son of Hur, ruler of half of the district of Jerusalem, made repairs. After them, Judea, son of Harimath, made repairs across from his house. Next to him, Hattush, the son of Hashbnai, made repairs. Malchijah, son of Harim, and Hashub, son of Pahath Moab, made repairs to another section, as well as to the Tower of Ovens. Beside him, Shallum, son of Helohesh, ruler of half the district of Jerusalem, made repairs, he and his daughters. Hanun, an inhabitant of Zenoah, repaired the valley of Gate. They rebuilt it and installed its doors, bolts, bars, and repaired 500 yards of the wall of the Dung Gate. Malchijah, son of Rechab, ruler of the district of Beth Hakarim, repaired the Dung Gate. He rebuilt it, installed its doors, bolts, and bars. Shallum, son of Kolhazeh, ruler of the district of Mizpah, repaired the Fountain Gate. He rebuilt it and roofed it. Then he installed its doors, bolts, and bars. He also made repairs to the walls of the pool Shelah near the king's garden, as far as the stairs that descend from the city of David. After him, Nehemiah, son of Azbuk, ruler of half the district of Bethzer, made repairs up to a point opposite the tombs of David, as far as the artificial pool and the house of the warriors. Next to him, the Levites made repairs under Rehum, son of Bani. Beside him, Heshbiah, ruler of half the district of Keilah, made repairs for his district. After him, their fellow Levites made repairs under Binui, son of Henadad, ruler of half the district of Keilah. Next to him, Ezer, son of Jeshua, ruler of Mizpah, made repairs to another section opposite the ascent to the armory at the angle. After him, Baruch, son of Zebai, diligently repaired another section from the angle to the doors of the house of the high priest Eliashib. Beside him, Meremoth, son of Uriah, son of Hekaz, made repairs to another section from the door of Eliashib's house to the end of his house. And next to him, the priests from the surrounding area made repairs. After them, Benjamin and Hashub made repairs opposite their house. Beside them, Azariah, son of Maazeiah, son of Ananiah, made repairs beside his house. After him, Binui, son of Henadad, made repairs to another section from the house of Azariah to the angle and the corners. Pelal, son of Uzai, made repairs opposite the angle and tower that juts out from the king's upper palace. By the country yard of the guard, beside him, Pedaiah, son of Parash, and the temple servants living in Ophel made repairs opposite the water gate toward the east and the tower that juts out. Next to him, the Tekoites made repairs to another section from a point opposite the great tower that juts out as far as the wall of Ophel. Each of the priests made repairs above the horse gate, each opposite his own house. After them, Zadok son of Immer made repairs opposite his house. And beside him, Shemaiah son of Shechaniah, guard of the east gate, made repairs. Next to him, Hananiah son of Shelemiah, and Hanun, the sixth son of Zelaph, made repairs to another section. After them, Meshullam son of Berechiah made repairs opposite his room. Next to him, Melchijah, one of the goldsmiths, made repairs to the house of the temple servants and the merchants opposite the inspection gate. And as far as the upstairs room on the corner, the goldsmiths, merchants made repairs between the upstairs room on the corner and the sheep gate.